Aquarius, and welcome to your March Taroscope reading with me. I hope that wherever you are in the world you have had a great, happy, successful start to your year and a wonderful February. So let's see what's in store for you for March. This month we're doing 4 cards. Each card is dedicated to a specific area. The first card will be relationships and romance. The second card is finances, the third is health, and the fourth is career. So let's see, Aquarians, what's coming your way for March 2015. The World, the Empress, the Tower, and the Five of Pentacles. It's interesting, before the reading I felt that for you guys there was a need for balance that was going to show up, and I wasn't sure exactly where that was going to take me, but I think we'll address that as we move through the reading. It would appear that March is going to have quite a significant effect on you one way or another, that there will be some quite profound issues perhaps that happen in your life, and because of the fact that you have the 3 major arcana cards, that's often what insinuates or gives off that energetic vibration of things coming in that you're not necessarily able to stop. It's part of just the universal life flow, if you like. You can call it karma or energies that are meant to happen in your life that will be they shape you for who you are and what you are and the direction that you're going in. But let's get back to addressing the cards. We take this first one is going to be relationships and romance. If we look at this one, the World, it's a beautiful major arcana card, and it often symbolizes a finality, like coming to the end of some sort of journey, because we've reached the whole circle is completed. It's connected and finished. So this could be about relationships that have done their full circle, that have, you know, been a big part of your life, that have reached an apex, that you are really connected with. It doesn't mean that they're ending, but it means that you've either learned a lot from them, or you've gained a lot out of them, or they've helped raise you or connect you to a greater apex or level. It's a card that has such deep meanings because it's a major arcana card, and it can often be tied to quite a few different astrological signs as well. We've got the Leo down here, we've got a Taurus feeling, there's even a Scorpio energy connected into it. So there could be quite a lot going on in your circle of friends, or your romantic possibilities, or your close relationships, even your family relationships. When I say it's got the circle, so it's got this feeling of not endings, and I'm trying to reiterate that it doesn't mean endings, but it means something maybe change in a relationship. So either you take a relationship to the next level because you've completed a circle at a certain level, or a cycle at a certain level, so you can jump up to another level of maybe intimacy with someone, or connectivity with someone that you've known. And Aquarians are quite often, you're a gregarious bunch, and you often splay your friendships out, you know, for miles and far away, and you have a great variety of friends often, and, you know, distant friendships as well. So maybe some of those distant or casual friendships could become more connected and more meaningful to you, which is a really, you know, really neat positive perspective. If you're in the mood for looking for new romance, there's a possibility that you might find someone from a different nationality, or that even when you travel, because this is often a card associated with travel, so you may find that in March you were doing some travelling, and you may meet someone on your travels who really sort of ignites your interest in them, and you get along with them. There's a connectivity and again, that word gregariousness comes up. So it's a feeling of happiness generally. Although it can also suggest that you have a lot of issues on your mind or on your shoulders, and it could be around these people. So there may be times when you feel that you have to really work a little bit harder to pacify these people. Maybe they're badgering you a little bit, you know, knocking on your ear going, yeah, 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 you need to listen to me, or you haven't given me enough attention. So there could be that feel with it as well. It gives off a lot of messages. Anyhow, we're going to come to the finances perspective or sector. And you have picked up the Empress card, which again is a major arcana card. She is powerfully, potently positive, and she's a very fertile card. So if we're talking about this in terms of your finances, it feels to me as though March for you, Aquarians, should be fairly positive in the financial sector. It's some sort of increase or some sort of fertile cycle. Now this could be fertility of your mind that creates new opportunities to bring in income, if you see what I mean. It doesn't necessarily just mean you're going to win lotto and it's going to land in your lap, but somehow some fertile aspect or perspective of your life or your thoughts or your being seems to get a spur and a jump and a boost of energy that may help you in the financial sector. It's also harvest time. If we look down here at the bottom, we see that things are being harvested. So perhaps what you chose to invest in a while ago is showing or reaping rewards. And so this could be money that had been put aside in the past, as I say, is now coming to the fruition. So I feel for you for March fairly positive about finances. But I would also say, if we think of harvest time, we're told, or we know ourselves in the cycles of life, to put some money aside. And that's another message for the card. It's like, don't go spending it all whimsical on a big trip overseas or something. Make sure that you still balance your money as nature balances. You know, we all have seasons. Nature has seasons, and so do we. So it's saying, keep some of this harvest or this money now and put it away for if times get tough in the months to come. So make sure that you are wise with your spending and your investment. Now we're going to come to the Tower, which is the health card. The Tower often represents sudden issues. And we see this guy here, kind of like he's jumped out of this window. He's falling a bit. So my first thing that comes to mind is, and I know that Aquarians, your the body area of your zodiac sign that is often connected to Aquarius is the ankles or the lower legs. So I would say for you guys, be wary about your legs and your physical lower part of your body in March. If you're doing lots of exercise or vigorous sports, you may need to make sure that you are addressing that part of your body with the right support system, like whether you need to strap your legs or something to give them extra support. Make sure you're not running with the wrong shoes on, things like that, and watch out for slipping or falling over. The other things that the Tower can represent is really can be emotional burnout or frayed nerves, or sometimes the Tower literally represents arguments that can crop up, and when arguments do crop up, they can offset us or off balance us, and they can be stressful. So I think this could be a little bit of nervous or anxious stress involved in March as well, and that would pay for you to make sure that you do everything that you can do to calm yourself down, reconnect with your spirituality, do a bit of meditation, take time out. You know, yoga is a fantastic form or modality of all the concepts of health, physical, mind, soul, and body and spirit. It's a wonderful one to uplift, to bring back balance, energy, and to calm any nerves down. Pay attention to what you're eating. Make sure you're very careful with drugs and alcohol around March. It tends to signify to me the need to be a bit more cautious and to make sure you're watching what you're doing in March regards your health. And I think if you take that perspective and make sure that you are watching everything that could be possibly going on, then you're on top of it, and that's the way to be. Now if we come to career, we see here the Five of Pentacles, and Pentacles is often associated with finances and career, so it has kind of slotted itself into the right box here. We see this guy walking away with a little bit of doubt and sorrow. So for some of you, there may even be a change of career, or you may feel a little unsettled in your workplace, and it could be because other people around you may be adding to this feeling in one way or another, whether they're adding a little bit of stress on you, or you feel that they're not supporting you enough. But if you look around, these two are going hand in hand, so there is in fact support for you. You may not be looking in the right place, and it may not be apparent right now, but you are walking into, there's a bit of a storm all around, but you are walking out of that storm and into the new light, and there is the support there. So if it feels a bit unsettled or unbalanced in March, you're moving out of it anyhow. So you're walking into something new coming for the next month. It's probably a time where if there's any gossip or anything going on at work and you feel like you might be the person that people could be talking about, or that you've been unfairly or unjustly represented in some way, I would say that you could communicate in appropriate ways with the appropriate people. So not get involved at the snarky end, or saying things about others either under the table, or behind closed doors, because words often get passed around in a workplace. You've got to be careful about what you say to who, and seek the right people to support you and help you. So don't get caught up in politics, I guess, office politics. It wouldn't seem to be a great way to go. So Aquarians, I think if we come back here to this, it could be suggesting that you might be thinking of looking at a new job, or you're not finding perhaps the same satisfaction in your career, and that you are possibly thinking of seeking newness. And again, I think it's coming. If you were applying for jobs right now, you may not be finding the replies coming back at a great pace for your CVs if you send them out, but be patient, because these things are definitely on the move. They're moving out of any stagnant feeling that you've got around your job. Things will be on the improve. Now, that's a powerful reading for you. It looks like March for a lot of the astrological signs is going to be powerful, and I'm not sure what the reason behind that is, but it seems like it's a pretty potent month. So let's move into the last perspective of the reading. And what we're going to use is these goddess cards. You can kind of take a moment in time to ask a little question that you might have something on your mind, and you would like a lead or an insight into how to address it. So I think it's better if you stick to one question rather than 2 or 3, because it gets a little bit confusing as to how to work out 2 or 3 answers off the one card. So we're going to pull one card, and we're going to see how it might help you forward in a situation around you that you would like insight into. So here we are, Aquarius. Mother Mary, expect a miracle. Well, it's a beautiful card. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. It really is a gorgeous energy to have. So whatever question you asked, it is saying to you, take faith, and basically exactly what the card says. Know that if you're asking universal support mechanisms around you for answers and moving forward, for finding solutions to problems that you have, that these are being delivered to you. And remember too, it is very important, that just because you want something right now in this moment in time doesn't mean it's going to happen right now. Things are delivered to us as and when the universe decides, and as and when we're meant to receive them. And sometimes we have lessons to go through along the way, that until we've either gleaned some positivity from them or understood them, our outcomes are a little bit slower in coming forward. But your response to your question really is quite divine. Expect a miracle. So something positive is definitely coming your way. And you've asked for it, you've asked for insight into it, and you will receive it. So there you are, Aquarians. That's a lovely end to your quite powerful March reading. So I wish you guys a very happy miracle for you. And thank you for listening and liking and subbing. I really appreciate it. Kia kaha and much aroha.